guys, welcome back to my vlog. What are we doing today? We're doing the 5 things that I do now that I didn't do before. As you can see, I'm in my bed. I wanted to make this really lax for you all and just kind of fun. And so in honor of, Women's History Month, as you all know, if you've been watching and staying in touch, you know that I've been doing this self-love journey and taking you guys on it with me, explaining a little bit about how I got to where I'm at and just providing different tips and techniques for things that I do that I didn't do before. And so as a result, we're going to go through 5 things I do now that I never did before that really helped me in this stage that I'm at with my self-love. And so the first thing is going to be my daily affirmation app. I downloaded an app on my phone where every morning it'll send me an affirmation saying you're great, today's gonna be a good day, all the things. And it allows me to really set the tone for what I want my day to look like going forward. And it's something that I really have loved. I've been doing it for maybe a year now, and I think that it just allows you to set the tone for the way that you want your day to go and really just keep those high vibrations up. Second thing I do is I talk to God a lot more about everything. And so if there's a job opportunity, if there's a project that I want to work on, if there's something that I want to do for, you guys, my YouTube channel, if it has to do with my relationship, if it has to do with friendships, partnerships, etc., with family, any sort of thing that comes up in my life, I try to talk to God more about it and see kind of what his take on things are. I mean, it really helps me make sure that I am keeping him at the center of my life and of all the things that I do and at the center of all of my relationships. But it also makes sure that I'm keeping myself front and center in those situations as well, and really looking out to see, how does this benefit me? How does it make it feel? Next thing I do is hike. I love hikes. I had to stop hiking for a bit because I sprained my ankle on the last hike that I was on. I don't think I had the proper wear, the proper attire for it, but it was fun. I love being out in nature. It just gives me clarity, and it allows me to be one with myself and think and cry and talk to God and all of these things that I think you need. Sometimes it allows you to have an epiphany, and it gives you just a sense of self for me, and I love that. Something that I really didn't have before I moved here, and I needed that when I moved here. The ability to take myself on dates is the next thing. So that would be the 4th thing. I never used to do that. It used to be kind of cringy and extremely awkward to go out on a date by myself. But I think that it really helps you begin on that journey of enjoying your space and enjoying the time that you have with yourself. It gives you so much solace, so much clarity. And it really gives you a sense of independence that I think you need. Being able to sit at the bar by yourself or go get yourself a bite to eat by yourself and not really feel uncomfortable, I think is such a trait to have. And I commend all the people who are able to travel by themselves. I want to get there. I'm not quite there yet, but I think there's so much beauty in that level of independence and that level of self-awareness that I think everybody needs to tap into. And then lastly, the last thing I do self-check-ins with myself. Anything that I do, I ask myself, how does this feel for me? What am I going to get out of this? What is the cost of doing this, right? Because everything in life has a cost. Everything in life has a price. What is going to happen? What am I going to lose if I do this, right? Am I going to feel comfortable after I do this? Who does this serve? Am I okay with the fact that it may not serve me? All of these things are super crucial to my development and where I am right now. And just, I think the biggest thing in that is just making sure that you are not selfish at all. You're just self-aware and you're trying to be cognizant of the way that you treat yourself. And so that's really what self-love is all about. It's about making a conscious decision to willingly and effortlessly choose yourself, even when it's hard, especially if you're someone like me who's kind of a people pleaser and you hate saying no to people because you don't want to hurt them. The best way to kind of solve that, what I found, is doing self check-ins. How does this feel for me? It's my biggest question. What do I get out of this? What do I have to sacrifice in order to be able to do this, to deliver this, to go there, to do that, to be that? And then I guess like with those self check-ins, never be afraid to say no. Like that's the biggest thing too. That's the biggest piece of advice. Like you can say no. Work on your no muscle as much as you work on your yes muscle. You know what I mean? Like you don't always have to be yes, 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 yes. You can say no. Excuse me. And so that's what I really learned on my journey. And these are the things that I do now that I didn't do before. So again, 1, daily affirmations. 2, talking to God about everything. 3, go on hikes, be in nature, really allowing me to get a lot of clarity and a lot of solace. 4, taking myself on dates. And 5, rounding it out at self-check-ins with myself and not being afraid to say, no, 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 ain't gonna happen, Buster. And so I would love to hear a little bit more about kind of what y'all do that y'all didn't do before that's really helped you on your self-love journey, because being on a self-love journey is something that is not finite. It is never ending. It's something that you keep building on. It's evolving. I like to call it like a living document. It's always being edited, altered, changed. People always evolving, growing, etc. And so I'd love to hear what y'all are doing in the comments. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. That's going to be at the end of this video. And thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.